Right, so what we're going to look at now is what string square bracket args does. So we know that we always have to have our class, whatever that name of the class is, has to be what the file is saved as. We have our public static void to be discussed in another video, main, because that is what is going to be called every time we run the program, and then we have our string square bracket args. Now, let's just look at this. Inside this file, we have a main.java. Now, the compiler cannot just use a Java file. It needs to use something called a class file. So we need to compile it first. To do that, we use javac, which is the same thing as just running build or compile on a normal IDE. Then we have our main.java. So it then compiles it, and we can now look inside that file, and we'll see that we have a main class and main.java. Once we've done that, we can then run our Java, and we just run main. And so this is running our actual program. So it runs input there, and we can see that that's all we've asked it to do on that side. So let's make it do something more with args. Now, if we look at what args is, we've got string, which tells us what data type it's going to be. String is a special data type. It's not primitive, so we can do a few things with it. And one of the useful things about Java and its object-oriented programming. We've got square brackets, which tells us it's going to be an array, which is basically just a list of things, but we'll also get into that in more details later. And then we've got our args, which is the name that has been given to our string. All right. Now, we're then going to add args, and we're going to use position 0, because that's where arrays start counting. So we're looking at the first thing inside that array, but it is numbered as 0. Okay, we then save this, go back to our file, and now we're going to compile it again. So we've got our javac main.java, it compiles it. Now, when you run this main, when you're actually running a Java file, what you're saying is main.main something. To put that something in there, we add it over here. So let's just write test. What we see then is that the output of this is input test, because we put that test there, which went through our main array over here, and then got printed as args 0.